How's it going, everyone? This is Mitchell Mander, and this is going to be a pretty quick video. So, the summary for episode 37 of Pokemon Journeys, aka the Alola episode, just dropped today. And oh my goodness, I got a few things to say about it. So, before I get into that, if you like this type of content, be sure to like and subscribe as I cover the Pokemon Journeys series on a weekly basis, or whenever the episodes come out. Anyways, let's get on to that discussion, shall we? Alrighty, here's the summary for episode 37, so I'll just read it here. It's Ash's first time in the Alola region in quite a while, and Go's first time there ever. But even though Ash got to reunite with everyone from the Pokemon School, Go was the one that got challenged by Kiawe. Ash and Go have come to the Alola region, and Ash goes around reuniting with Professor Kiawe, the student from the Pokemon School he used to attend, as well as his Pokemon. Amazing. But since this is Go's first time meeting them all, he's a bit nervous. And during the welcoming party that's held for the two at the Pokemon School, awesome by the way, we're going back to the Pokemon School, Ash's classmate, Kiawe, challenges him to a battle, saying that he'll make sure this guy is a fitting rival for Ash, and Go accepts the challenge. And you can see the voice cast for this episode. Now, normally if there's voice actresses that voice multiple characters, like the main character or main focus character of the episode is focused here. So, if you look down the list, yeah, Lillie and Gladion show up. So, I found that to be quite interesting. We also have Professor Kiawe, of course. He was mentioned in the summary, being at the Pokemon School since he's the professor. So, he's obviously going to show up here. But Professor Burnett's going to be here, so I guess we're going to see how far along her pregnancy is going. So, that's going to be pretty interesting. So, the first thing I want to talk about is Lillie and Gladion's role in this episode. So there's been some discussion online regarding their role in this episode, whether they're actually going to be appearing with Ash and Go and the others, whether they're going to be appearing in flashbacks only, or something like maybe video call, or in my opinion, FaceTime with Ash and Go over the Rotom phones. I don't know, I find that to be pretty interesting if they did that way, but I've just got a few things to say here. So yeah, I can tell you right now, considering Lillie doesn't appear in the opening, that, yeah, she's not going to be appearing here in person. That's number one. Number two, her and her family at the very end of Sun and Moon left Alola with the intention of finding Moen and not returning until they found him. And I definitely want to say right now that if they were to show up here and either they didn't find him yet or they found him off screen, it would be very disappointing. And especially since Moen's not appearing in this episode. Yeah, I wouldn't be a big fan of that. I don't think anybody would be. It would kind of ruin the build-up towards the end of Sun and Moon to Lillie going on this journey with her family to go find her father, who's been missing all this time. It would completely destroy all that build-up for them to be like, oh yeah, we found him. We just found him, you know, it's been like, you know what, a few weeks since you left Alola, Ash. We found him. I don't know. I can tell you right now that a lot of people would be pretty mad about that if they went that route. So I can tell you right now that they're still on their journey right now. They're still looking for Moen, and sometime down the road, I feel like we're going to tackle that plot line, whether it's within Pokemon Journeys or in a special episode. Personally, I would like the latter, just because we could dedicate it just to Lillie and her family. But yeah, but I am curious to see if maybe if they are on like video chat or something like that, and maybe Ash mentions the Pokemon World Championships like Gladion, and that's what gets him involved. And then later on, after he finds his father, he competes, and maybe him and Ash have another battle in the future. I think that'd be pretty cool. I'd be all for that. But yeah, I don't see Lillie and Gladion showing up in person. There's not really a good way to write it. I don't want to see Moen get found off screen, and I don't want them to just come back before they find him, because that would be completely contradictory to them leaving Alola in the first place. So yeah, just some quick thoughts on that. Another thing to note here on this list is that Jesse and James don't appear here. So it doesn't look like Team Rocket is going to be featured in this episode, which initially kind of bothered me, but it doesn't really bother me considering what's going on in this episode. Now, their respective VAs are voicing different characters, and on this list, only one character per VA shows up. So if they're voicing multiple characters, the one that's probably got the most important role here is going to be featured. So this tells me that Team Rocket is most likely not appearing in this episode. Now, considering what's going on in this episode, with it being the Alola reunion episode, along with Go versus Kiawe, It would be hard to cram Team Rocket in there as well. It'd probably be too much going on in one episode. So I'm totally fine with Team Rocket not appearing in this episode, but I do want them to appear sometime down the road to reunite with their Pokemon as well as Beware sometime in the future, because we all love Beware. We definitely want to see Beware again in Pokemon Journeys. So I do think at sometime down the road, when Ash and Go occasionally make their return trips back to Alola, Team Rocket will probably show up, and then we'll finally get to see Beware if it doesn't appear here. But I just want to see Team Rocket reunite with their Pokemon. That would be such a missed opportunity if Team Rocket never appeared in an Alola episode during Pokemon Journeys. I don't know, it would just feel wrong if they weren't to show up. So I'm okay with them not showing up here. Just sometime down the road, please have Team Rocket reunite with Beware and their Pokemon here. And maybe Beware destroys the Gacha machine. That would be... Someone mentioned that on Twitter. So that would be fantastic if Beware did that and ended that gimmick for this series. I don't know. So to finish off here, I just want to say that despite the fact that Team Rocket are most likely not appearing in this first episode back to Alola, I am definitely looking forward to it. But I want to say right now that I do have some concerns for this episode. Because I feel, in my opinion, doing this for just one episode, just reuniting with everybody, and especially looking at the contents for this episode, I come to the conclusion that one episode is just simply not enough. We definitely need a second Alolan episode, so I'm really hoping that episode 38 takes place in Alola, since we still don't have any information on that episode. Because in episode 37 alone, there's a lot going on, and I'm afraid that certain things are going to be rushed. Because in this episode alone, you have Ash and Go going to the Alola region, Go's first time there, so he's going to catch a few Pokemon. And then we have Ash reuniting with Professor Kukui and Burnett. Burnett is pregnant, and who knows how far along she is with her pregnancy. We have Ash reunited with his friend from Alola, minus Lillie, which she's most likely going to be appearing either in flashbacks or on like video chat or something like that with Ash and the others. So we got that going on in the episode. We have Ash reuniting with his Pokemon. And then we have Kiawe versus Go. So a lot is going on in this episode. So I think you get my point. So, in my opinion, I feel like this return to Alola should be something similar to how the return to Kanto and Sun and Moon, when Ash reunited with Misty and Brock, how those episodes were super impactful. Make it as impactful as those episodes were. Have this first episode as the introduction episode, where Go meets everybody, and then we have the second episode where Ash, Go, and the Alola gang go and explore something like Akala Island looking for fossil Pokemon. And this would be a good excuse to have Team Rocket involved, and that's when they end up running into Beware and their Pokemon. It would be funny just to see Go's reaction to Beware showing up and carrying Team Rocket off. I don't know, I'd love to see that, because this kid's going to be like, what the heck just happened? But maybe my concerns are for nothing and maybe a singular episode works. But in my opinion, this Alola reunion should be a two-parter and be just so it's as impactful as it can be. But that's just my thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below, if this episode works better as a one-parter or two-parter. And with that said, that's all I got for this video. So much for it being a short video. It was supposed to be less than 5 minutes and it turned into almost 10 minutes long. But that's besides the point. So guys, I'm going to be doing something different for the comments for this video. So in the comment section down below, I would like you guys to post what you would like to see out of episode 37 and in any future Alola episodes in the Pokemon Journey series. Like, what do you want to see in these episodes? Do you want to see Kiawe in the Pokemon World Championships, for example, and show him participating in it? Do you want to see us exploring other islands or seeing the legendaries or Ultra Beasts? Just post your thoughts in the comment section down below. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, like the video, and I will talk to you guys later. You all stay safe out there. Have a great day or night wherever you're at, and peace.